Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at Lección by Julio Salvador, I think that's how it's pronounced. A nice AMEB Grade 2 piece. It's basically a waltz, so we're doing a lot of boom chug chug. It is going to be in the key of C, which you should know by now, but I'll do the usual in this video, quick run through of the piece, and then we'll go through it note by note and see what we can make out of it. If you want to help this channel out, remember to hit like, subscribe and share the video with your friends. We greatly appreciate it. Let's get in there. Okay, it's in C, it's mainly chords. There is also a C sharp in there because for a while we do a secondary function into D, so we have an A7 chords. So I'm not going to go over the chords because the chords are the piece. Let's go. So we start off with a C. It's not a full C, we're just going to C in the bass, which we play with our thumb, and then we're going to have E on the fourth string and an open G, which we're going to play with our I and M fingers. So it's first boom chug chug, then we change the B in the bass. The rhythm's different there, so it's so 1, 2, 3. The chord's the same, B and G. So we're going to go B chord C. So we've got C chord chord, B chord C, and then we get A chord chord, G chord chord, same chord. So it's open A, then G, 3rd fret on the E string. Does the same thing, except when we get to A, we're going to change this E to an F with our 3rd finger. So it's our first phrase. It's repeated. You might want to do a bit of tonal variation there. So third phrase, which is similar but up the next string. So we're going to have F. The chord is now G and B. So with I and M fingers, G and B strings. So it's F chord chord, E chord, F, D chord chord, B chord chord. So F, 3rd fret, E, 2nd fret, back to F, then open D, B. Now we get a different rhythm now. So the chord to start off with is still B and G, but we're going to go A chord, G, B chord, A, G. The chord changes here, we put a C down, E, and we get boom chug chug, boom chug chug. So it's A chord, G, B chord, A, G, new chord, E, new chord. We'll repeat the beginning phrase, so we'll skip it and go to the next phrase, which is where we get this C sharp because we're doing an A7 to a D minor chord. So that's all an A7 chord, so we have A in the bass, and the chord is G with C sharp. So we're going to go A chord chord, and then E with our first finger on the D string to get our E, 2nd fret. So it's that same rhythm that keeps coming up, boom chug chug, boom chug boom. This is where we've got to start thinking about our fingering a bit more, because we're going to use our 1st and 2nd fingers. So we've got the 2nd finger on the C sharp, 1st finger on the E, because now we have to go to get the D chord. It actually starts off in an inversion. So we're going to have F with our 3rd finger again. going to have A on the G string, which is going to be with our second finger, and the D on the B string is going to be with our pinky. And then we take our third finger off to get the D. So coming from the A chord, put down your third finger, you've got a beat to change your second finger across one string and bring your pinky down. So it's all about when you put these chords down. You're not going to get them down on beat one. Same thought process going into this next pattern. So we're going to have an A with the chord, our third finger comes back down to get that F. So the chord is F and A. Then we're going to bring our first finger down to play B in the bass, take our second finger off to open up that G. So it's going to be a B, F and G. And then we're going to come and play a C chord. So coming from our G chord, this is a G chord, it's G7 technically, in inversion. So we're going to go bring our third finger over to get the C, bring our second finger down to get the E. So the chord should be C, E, G. And then our first finger comes down on the C to get the rest of our C chord. We're going to use the E as the bass there, the E on the D string. So it's all a big C chord. So that whole fragment. Little ending phrase. So that's the chord throughout that. It's just B and G. So the melody is F, chord, E, D, chord, B, and then we move into a C chord. So it's C on the A string, open G, open E, and then we're going to play E on the D string with C on the B string. So that's the whole piece. It's nice and easy. Well, it's got a few tricky bits, but fairly straightforward. Waltz in C. If you've enjoyed this piece, remember to subscribe, like and share, and we'll see you next time.